Pakistan continues to interfere in affairs of Jammu and Kashmir, even though clearly by now realizing that it was always and will always be a part of India. Listen to now former Pakistan envoy spewing venom. And ironically, he was Pakistan's High Commissioner to India. You recognize the face, Abdul Basit. It is the vitriol over the Poonch terror attack from the top Pakistan diplomat. He was High Commissioner to India. He's justifying, from his words as it appears, the terror attack in Poonch and saying that they were legitimate targets. Listen in.
बहुत से लोग इसको टेररिज्म कह रहे हैं, लेकिन ये एक मिलिट्री अगर मुजाहिदीन ने या जो भी लोग ये स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं उन्होंने एक मिलिट्री टारगेट को किया है तो ये लेजिटिमेट टारगेट है, कोई सिविलियन टारगेट नहीं थे। तो इस वजह से ये एक लेजिटिमेट स्ट्रगल है और इसमें लेजिटिमेट टारगेट है। अगर आप सिविलियन को नहीं टारगेट कर रहे तो बिल्कुल इंटरनेशनल लॉ में इसकी इजाज़त है। पाकिस्तान में लोग इस खदशे का इजहार कर रहे हैं कि शायद इंडिया अटैक करने की उसमें है सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक, जो बालाकोट में एक बेवकूफ़ी की थी भारत ने। मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि वो इस दफ़ा कुछ करने जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि इस वक्त SCO की प्रेसिडेंसी भारत के पास है, G20 की प्रेसिडेंसी भी भारत के पास है। तो जब तक ये सारी समिट्स वगैरह नहीं हो जाती उस वक्त तक कोई मैं कम अज़ कम नहीं देख रहा भारत की जानिब से कोई ऐसी बेवकूफ़ी मिस एडवेंचर। लेकिन ये मुमकिन है कि अगले साल जो है इलेक्शन से पहले, जिस तरह पुलवामा वगैरह में ये सारे वाक़यात हुए, बालाकोट हुआ, भारत इस किस्म की बेवकूफ़ी दोबारा कर सकता है।
All right, so you heard what Abdul Basit had to say. Joining me now in the newsroom is Gaurav Sawant and also Sunil Ji Bhatt. Gaurav, I'll come to you first. You know, it appears that Pakistan for now is perhaps so embarrassed of itself, the attacks on its own soldiers, it's willing to justify what's happening in Jammu and Kashmir as well. It cannot see the normalcy and peace returning. What should we make of what Abdul Basit has said today?
Rants of a very frustrated, superseded diplomat who didn't make it to top rung, and his frustration comes out in multiple ways. This is one more rant of Abdul Basit, former Pak envoy to India. But that's point one. Point two, if he's justifying the legitimate, and he calls it a legitimate target, does he realize that these Jawans who were killed were actually carrying iftari for local civilians in the Poonch area? Ramzan was on before Eid. This truck had stayed back in the market to pick up fruits and vegetables and other things. These 5 soldiers, brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives, they were actually picking up iftari material for iftar to be celebrated in Poonch with locals later that evening, when they were targeted by Pakistan-backed Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists. And apparently 3 to 5 of these are Pakistanis, 2 are locals. Several people, and Sunil will tell us more about it, have been taken into custody as armies mounted a massive operation. But may I add, if according to Abdul Basit's logic, it's legitimate targeting, does he think that the targeting of Pakistan army in Balochistan by the Baloch National Army is also a legitimate target? And we'll put out hundreds of videos of Pakistan army soldiers running away from battle when the Baloch National Army and those brave men target the Pakistan army in Balochistan.
Precisely. It's going to come back to haunt them as it always does. They want to try and create interference in Afghanistan and India. Eventually, those same terror outfits will and have already started to come and target Pakistan as well. Gaurav, I request you to stay on. Sunil Ji Bhatt from Jammu. Sunil, you were there on location covering and telling us about the investigation as well. Many locals also around were very sad of what had happened. They in fact have started across Jammu and Kashmir, have started to come and denounce terrorism. What do you make of Abdul Basit's statement here? Do tell us about the investigation on ground as well.
Well, Pooja, it's a shameful statement that has come from the former High Commissioner of Pakistan to India, Abdul Basit. He is taking sadistic pleasures from the killings of our soldiers, and it clearly shows that Pakistan has been sponsoring terrorism against India for last many decades. And Pooja, thousands of people, particularly belonging to Jammu and Kashmir, have lost their lives due to terrorism which was sponsored by Pakistan. Will Abdul Basit justify that as well? So Pakistan has to do some soul searching, and terror groups like Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, who are based in Pakistan, are continuously carrying out terror attacks in India. And now a former, top diplomat of Pakistani establishment has justified the Poonch terror attack. And it clearly shows that Pakistan has been sponsoring terrorism against India. It has been, it's a safe sanctuary for terrorists. It has been, training terrorists on its soil and then pushing them into India to create mayhem, particularly in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So it's a shameful statement that has come from Pakistani establishment, from former High Commissioner of Pakistan to India, Abdul Basit. And Pooja, as far as the investigations are concerned, the army has, laid a massive cordon and search operation in both twin districts of, border districts, Rajouri and Poonch. And, this is a high-profile search operation that is going on. And about 60 people have been detained so far. One of them has confirmed that he sheltered these terrorists and he provided them logistic support. Pooja, I will just quickly get a reaction from the top BJP leader here in Jammu and Kashmir, Kavinder Gupta, on Pakistan's former High Commissioner Abdul Basit's statement. Kavinder Gupta ji, Pakistan के जो पूर्व उच्चायुक्त हैं भारत में, अब्दुल बासित, जो कि यहाँ पर उच्चायुक्त रह चुके हैं, उनका बड़ा ही शर्मनाक बयान आया है. उन्होंने जस्टिफाई किया है पुंछ आतंकी हमले को. क्या कहेंगे आप?
देखिए, जिस प्रकार की पाकिस्तान की पहले भी हरकतें रही हैं, केवल अपने लोगों की अटेंशन डाइवर्ट करने के लिए इस प्रकार की वो कोशिशें करते हैं. अपने देश में हाहाकार मचा हुआ है, खाने के लिए हर तरफ से उनको नकारा जा रहा है, पूरे वर्ल्ड बैंक की तरफ से उनको मना कर दिया गया है. तो ये अपनी सिर्फ अटेंशन डाइवर्ट करने के लिए ऐसे करते हैं. उनको ये भी पता है कि पाकिस्तान आतंकवाद को हमेशा से बढ़ावा देता रहा और भारत उसको बर्दाश्त नहीं करता. जब जब भी उसने कोई हरकत की है तो भारत ने उसका मुंह तोड़ जवाब दिया.
अब्दुल बासित ने ये भी कहा है कि हो सकता है मोदी सरकार जो है 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव से पहले पाकिस्तान पर एक और सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक कर दे.
पाकिस्तान अपनी करतूतों को जानता है. उसको पता है कि ये भारत सरकार एक मजबूत सरकार है, वो चुप रहने वाली नहीं है. अगर इस प्रकार की कोई भी हरकत हुई तो उसका मुंह तोड़ जवाब दिया जाएगा. कुल मिलाकर के ये कहा जा सकता है कि पाकिस्तान आतंकवाद को प्रेरित करता है और भारत उसको सहन नहीं करेगा.
ठीक है. So Pooja, you just heard from Kavinder Gupta, former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir. He has lashed out at former Pakistan's High Commissioner to India, Abdul Basit, and he's saying that Pakistan is now, rattled because it wants to divert attention from its own domestic problems.
Thank you so much, Sunil Ji Bhatt, for getting us that reaction and update. Frankly, I'm not even surprised because this is Abdul Basit. He's being as all Pakistan officials have been, but this clearly is just a reminder that, remember, even a Pakistan High Commissioner to India who got perhaps all the best as a host that India was to him, and yet spewing such venom on soldiers who were travelling, ensuring iftar gifts with them. That is when they were attacked. Thank you so much, Sunil Ji Bhatt and Gaurav Sawant with the latest. Listen in again to what Abdul Basit actually said.
बहुत से लोग इसको टेररिज्म कह रहे हैं, लेकिन ये एक मिलिट्री, अगर मुजाहिदीन ने या जो भी लोग इस स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं उन्होंने एक मिलिट्री टारगेट को किया है, तो ये लेजिटिमेट टारगेट है, कोई सिविलियन टारगेट नहीं थे. तो इस वजह से ये एक लेजिटिमेट स्ट्रगल है और इसमें लेजिटिमेट टारगेट है. अगर आप सिविलियन को नहीं टारगेट कर रहे तो बिल्कुल इंटरनेशनल लॉ में इसकी इजाज़त है.